another documentary, another summer jam. I'm about solutions. I'm about solutions. So the next time white folks want to come infiltrating your protest march, tell them to go to the government with their weapons and give them an offer that they can't refuse. That's how you handle this. Y'all want me to believe that the police let black people do what they want for 4 days, including burning down police precincts? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? And to the white folks who are watching, to the white folks, we don't hate you. I don't hate you, white folks. You can struggle for me. White people, listen, you can struggle for me. Anglo-Saxon, Italian, Irish, Southern European, Western European, Eastern European, Northern European. You can struggle for me, but you cannot struggle with me. You can struggle for me, but you cannot struggle with me. You can struggle for me, but you cannot struggle with me. You can struggle for me by going to your own people. You can struggle for me by going to your own institutions. You can struggle for me by going to your own power brokers and forcing them to change. You don't need me to be with you, and you don't need to be with me. You can struggle for me, but you cannot struggle with me. You cannot struggle with me. You cannot join my movement. If you want to start a white movement for black justice, be my guest. I will applaud you and support you, but do not require my presence. I will support you. I will advertise you. I will market for you, but do not require my presence and do not come amongst me. Go ahead and fight for me. I do not have to be there. Go ahead. Y'all never do that. Y'all never do that because you're not trying to change nothing for us. You're simply trying to use our struggle to benefit your own agenda. I'm sorry, my political IQ is on max. When it comes to political intelligence, I'm mentally gifted. IQ of 180. Don't come to me with games. Don't come to me with games. They could end racism in 24 hours for black folks. All these liberals. All these liberals. Shout out to Michael Eric Dyson and Dr. Cornel West. Shout out to Dr. Dyson and Dr. West. Y'all my elders. You're very intelligent, well-learned, scholars, well-written, well-spoken. Old enough to be my father. And I will not disrespect you. But I need you two in particular to stop allowing Democrats to influence you to use this occasion as an opportunity to hypnotize black folks into going to the polls to vote for Joe Biden. Will you please stop being a tool for the power structure? I'm begging you, elders. I'm begging you, elders. I'm begging you, elders. Talk about the protests. Do not bring up the presidential election. Do not bring up Joe Biden. Stop it. Stop using my people's pain to help white folks get elected. It's not right. It's not right, and I know y'all know better than that. Please stop. Please stop. Stop it. You entertainers out there? You entertainers out there? I need y'all to go a little harder too. You entertainers out there, I need y'all to go a little harder because y'all coming off kind of soft right now. See, this is where you separate the boys from the men. This is where you separate the real from the unreal. You either for your people or you for the bourgeoisie. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve two masters. You either for your people or you for the bourgeoisie. You can't serve two masters. Are you grassroots or not? You can't have 1 feet in the streets and another feet in the governor's office. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. That's why I don't have relationships with black bourgeoisies. So I don't have to feel funny when I got to speak up for my people because there's no black bourgeoisies that I got a relationship with. I can't have one. It's a conflict of interest. You can't serve two masters. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. I'm going to probably take 10 questions, then I got to move on. I'm going to probably take 10 questions, then I got to move on. But that's how I'm coming at y'all. That's how I'm coming at y'all. I'm coming at you hard with that Garvey talk. Don't play with me. Don't come to me with no Bible and no Quran talking about this is the solution. How the hell can a book that's been used to oppress black people be used to liberate black people? Don't play with me. I'm not attacking your religion. I'm simply saying it doesn't have the solutions that our people need in the 21st century. I'm not attacking your religion. But it does not have the solutions that our people need in the 21st century. Black agenda. I done already gave y'all that. If you go on my Instagram and Twitter, I done already gave you the 10-point program of what we're supposed to be fighting for. Let me see if I can remember the 10-point program. This is what we should have been fighting for. Number 1, 10-point program, 2020 Black Protests for Justice. Number 1, we want to end to mandatory. These are all equal. None are more important than the other. Number 1, we want to end to mandatory minimum sentencing. We want to end to force plea bargains for black brothers and sisters who are locked up and forced to take deals for no other reason that they can't afford effective legal representation. We want every black man and woman in the country with a nonviolent felony on their record to have that expunged if they have not been into any conflict for a period of no longer than 10 years. Number 2, we want community control of the public schools. We decide who gets hired and who gets fired. All abandoned public schools are automatically turned over to the black community so we can then use them for number 3. We want to organize with the black farmers of the United States of America. We want to organize with Black Africa. We got farmers all in Black Africa. We got farmers in Central America. We got African farmers in Brazil and throughout South America. We got farmers in Jamaica and Cuba and Panama. We got farmers in Haiti, Turks and Caicos and St. Martin. We got farmers in Bahamas and Bermuda. And we want to import from our own black farmers. And we're going to turn every abandoned black public school into a black organic market. I said we're going to turn every abandoned black public school into a black organic market. I said we're going to turn every abandoned public school in the ghetto into a black organic market for our people. Because we living in food deserts and nutrition deserts. We living in food deserts and nutrition deserts. So number 1, you're going to get rid of those mandatory minimum sentences. And you're going to let our fathers out of jail so they can come home and be fathers to their sons. So you can stop pumping them with Ritalin and Adderall and Concerta and Metadate and Vyvanse. Give them their father, not the medication. Black power. Give them their father, not the medication. Number 2, you're going to give us community control of the public schools. That includes all abandoned buildings. Number 3, we're going to use those abandoned buildings for the black farmers. Black farmers, get ready. Black farmers, get ready. We're going to get y'all some, what they call that, transportable trucks, which we invented, by the way. Black people invented the refrigerator on the truck to transport crops. We're going to get our black farmers some crops. We're going to get them the transportation. And every week they're going to bring their crops up to the black schools, which are now the organic farms. That's what we're going to do. No more food desert, no more nutrition desert, and no more poppy shops serving as the supermarket. No more food deserts, no more nutrition deserts, and no more poppy shops serving as the supermarket. No more food deserts, no more nutrition deserts, and no more poppy shops serving as the food market. That's right. Number 4, we want to end to forced vaccinations. You are not forcing black people to take anything. You ain't forcing our elders to take them flu shots. You ain't forcing our teenage girls to take them HPV shots. You ain't forcing us to take no damn COVID-19 shot. Our kids ain't taking no measles shot or none of that, because it ain't doing nothing but causing autism, cancer, and time-release death. Next thing we fighting for: eliminate all college loan debt for black folks forever. No college loan debt. Erase it. Next to that, we want all the building trade programs put back in the high schools. I said we want all the building trade programs put in the high schools. That's right. We want our sons and daughters to graduate plumbers licensed by the state, graduate electricians licensed by the state, graduate carpenters licensed by the state, graduate auto mechanics licensed by the state. Oh yes. Oh yes, they can go to college if they want, but they gonna grab this trade license on the way out the door to make sure they can feed their family. Because he who can work with his hands can feed his family. If you only got a bunch of brain information, you might go hungry. So put the trade programs back in, and then we want a post-high school entrepreneurial program where you train black kids in how to open their own business, and you give them the grants and the loans so they can open their own business. We want an alternative to college. We want two alternatives. We don't need trade school no more because you're going to make sure they graduate with a trade. We don't need trade school no more because you're going to make sure they graduate with a trade. We don't need trade school no more because you're going to make sure they graduate with a trade, and then you're going to give them money so they can open up their own business. That's what we're supposed to be fighting for. Not no damn multiculturalism. Not no damn multiculturalism. Not no damn multiculturalism. Also, all police must come from the neighborhood that they police. All police must come from the neighborhood that they police. Absolutely no ex-military cutouts. Absolutely no ex-international mercenaries. You must come from our community if you're going to police our community. If you don't live in our community, you cannot police our community. And the racial composition of every single police force better be representative of the black population in that city. That's what we want. Not no damn vote. I don't give a